Spider-Man Brand New Day just released in July, and we saw it, and
saw it good too.
Saw
I
it.
watched it real good.
Thursday. Went out there and saw it on Thursday, the preview day, and it was amazing. Spider-Man continued to show why he is one of the best superheroes, an A-list character, and one of the best to ever do it. And Marvel and Sony, because, in collaboration, made a hell of a movie. They did not fall off at all. Okay? Did not fall off. First thoughts, what do you think?
First thoughts? It's a great movie. I literally walked out the theater thinking to myself, did I just watch the second greatest Spider-Man movie of all time? Because Beyond the Spider-Verse is still at the top of the heap. But as far as live action, I think it has the argument. I can make it or not make it, depending on how I feel. That it's the best live action Spider-Man.
Ooh, that's a strong argument.
Yeah, I stand by it.
Okay, that's your opinion. That is your opinion. That is definitely your opinion.
Yeah. How about you?
It was great. I have yet to decide where the ranking is right now. It's still a little fresh, but it was definitely worth the money and worth the wait and worth the time.
That's it.
That's it. I mean, yeah, it was.
Did it meet your expectations then?
My expectation, yes. Coming based off of what we saw in Homecoming, Far From Home, and No Way Home, it set the tone of the level of movie it had to be, and this one hit it. It was no weaker than any of the previous 3 Tom Holland Spider-Man movies. It was definitely on par and great, and for the first new Daniel Destin Conrad, I think his name is, the director from, what was that, Shang-Chi. Shang-Chi's director, his first time directing a Spider-Man movie. It was, you could see.
So he's 2 for 2 in the MCU.
Yes, you could see the different directorial style. His style was completely different from any of the previous movies. They did way more slow-mos in this one. The different way he swung. It was
like
crazy.
Like the Insomniac games when he was fighting. If you go back and look at the fight scenes in the Spider-Man games, in the same moves, you see some of the same similar moves and reactions in the movie.
Didn't really put that together, but
don't worry, you didn't play the game. You didn't play the game.
That's why there's 2 of us on the channel, so that's good.
You didn't play the game.
That's
like
it
had like a lot of elements from the other movies. Like for instance, the POV him swinging.
Yeah,
seems like a lot of the
they took from
Andrew Garfield.
Yeah, it's like they did an homage to all the previous movies after No Way Home. They was like, all right, so we can't act like we don't know the other ones don't exist. Even our Spider-Man knows they exist. Let's incorporate it. I mean, even when everybody's expectations were high when they did the first reveal of the new suit last year, and they did, here's the reveal of the new suit, and then you saw how the logo is different as opposed to in the first movie, which was Homecoming, and they had the small little computer looking, electronic looking spider right there and stuff.
Little Stark Industries looking suit.
Yeah, it looked corporate and everything. But he's far from that. He's back to more
grounded, poor Spider-Man.
I'm
on my own.
All that.
Yeah, I loved all that. Yeah, I loved that. I loved it all. Yeah. So we're gonna do one of both. Is it better than No Way Home, or do you just want to flat out rank the Tom Holland Spider-Man movies?
I don't know if I would say it's better than No Way Home.
I would, without question. Look here, we know how I feel about No Way Home. Bro, the first 2 acts of the movie, it was just a rush job. It was the literally opposite of this. This movie, it didn't rush you at all. It took your time. You was setting in the scene. You was like feeling the emotion. Man, No Way Home, the first 2 acts, boom, boom. We gotta get to this 3 Spider-Man. Let's go. Way better. This is far. It's actually, I'll say it, it's far superior than Spider-Man No Way Home.
You didn't see the other,
I didn't see the other one.
Okay. It was good. It's too early for me to review it. I gotta watch it again before I can rank it with the other ones. I do think it was.
I can rank it right now.
Go for it. Go for it.
It goes Brand New Day, Far From Home, No Way Home, Homecoming. Just like that.
Okay. Y'all heard it.
Just
Y'all
right
heard
without
it.
question.
All right, y'all got it. You okay? What? All right. I ain't got no ranking for y'all. I'm sorry.
He's not trying hard enough. I'm trying to tell you, that's just what it is, my guy.
Okay.
You seem surprised.
No, not at all. Not at all.
You seem really surprised.
No, not at all. Not at all.
All right, so what's next? Oh, performances. Let's start with your favorite performance.
It's a tie between Zendaya's character, MJ, and Tom Holland's Peter Parker. Both of them put on like amazing performances. The way that she had to change from the way her acting was in that, and how the spoilers, y'all. The scene where where you found out that she was being controlled by super spoiler Jean Grey was amazing, yo. Even though right before it happened, I was like, oh, clearly, I was like, yeah, that's not Zendaya. Yeah, I mean, I was like, yeah, that's not Mary MJ. And then Jean Grey let it out, and then her mannerisms and everything else. That performance right there, that scene was like awesome. I thought that was great. And then Peter Parker, the emotion that he had in there, and the obsession, there's no other way to put it, over Ned and MJ was just
really
top tier.
What I think put Tom Holland in the category is when MJ's like, after she read the letter and he did that whole fight scene, made her say stop Jean Grey and all that out of capture, and then he came back and she read the letter and she's like, I don't love you, I'm not that person. And the way you can see his heart break in real life, like that was Tom Holland's worst nightmare come to life. It wasn't even acting. He was like, oh, is this real? Somebody click that! That joke, I was like, I felt that pain in my heart. I was like, sheesh. I've had those nightmares. Person you love, you're like, no. And you wake up in a cold sweat like, I'm telling you, it hurts. Dreams hurt, my guy. Those are the worst kind of nightmares. So hurt. which brings me to the emotional beat points of the story. I think every part of the emotion in the junk was like amazing. Like it touched every emotion.
It felt real.
It did. He was sad. He was literally lonely and sad. He had everything. It's like one of the things, like he had all the outside love, but once he got back to him by himself, there was nobody there for him. And you could tell how much he really needed it once he got to hang out with Ned and MJ. But he had to keep the Spider-Man suit on. And like, bro, when I say you could tell, like, yeah, he needed that. He needed that more than anything else.
Yeah, 4 years of loneliness, yo. 4 years of forced. Let's get this perfectly clear. Forced loneliness. He was cutting. It was a scene where the girl was like, he came off the elevator. She was like, oh yeah, you live on the floor in there. Yeah, he cut her off so quick. I was like, bro. All I could think was, you didn't have to be that cold like that. You could have started a conversation. Like MJ doesn't know who you are. You see it every time when you're stalking her on her dang social medias. You could talk to somebody else. You're not cheating when nobody knows who you are.
I don't think you think about it as cheating. I think you think about it like, all right, I'm just alone. Like the person I want to be with, the person I love, she didn't leave me or anything like that. We didn't break up. We didn't have a fight. She just forgot about me because I had to sacrifice for this.
Yes.
And I think his first part, like the first year, I can see where he ends up like 4 years is alone. Like the first year, because they about to go off, he already made a decision. I'm not gonna go find it because it's gonna keep you in danger. Because remember in the last at the end of No Way Home, she had a Band-Aid on him. You can see that was like, yo, I don't want to get you hurt anymore. So I got to stay away. So he was trying to do the right thing by staying away. What he messed up at is he didn't find other friends. And I think he didn't find other friends because he didn't want to put them in the same position. He just had those two friends in, which they could get hurt because of who I am. So that's why I think he cut people off. He wasn't doing it because I think I'm cheating. I think he really felt that if he made a friend, that friend would become in danger if people find out who they are.
That internal conflict that he was having with himself because of that is just top tier.
Yeah, it's the right and wrong thing. You got to have friends. You could at least found friends inside the community, but it's kind of hard when everybody else already has their own friendship. Like the one person you met, you actually had a conversation with, who is alone, and it's not by choice either. And he was alone. He had a mental break, so y'all not the same.
Yeah.
What? Yeah. So what you think about the action sequence?
The action sequences they were fine.
Just fine?
They were good. I didn't expect anything less from Spider-Man. They didn't give me anything that was just that. It didn't feel new. It just felt on par with what you would expect with Spider-Man. None of them were like, oh my God, this is something I've never seen before and amazing. Like, nah.
I think, well, like I said before, they used a lot of Insomnia-inspired fighting scenes. Like even the way he was like flip on the wall, stuff like that.
So something, like I said, something you've seen before.
Fair point. But I didn't see a live action before.
Okay.
So, hey, it's different on the video game because the video game, you got to wait for it, kind of slow down, hit triangle, and then they can do the move.
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, he's doing it. He's doing it. The action scenes were perfectly fine.
Yeah.
There wasn't one a bad one. I like the one with Frank Castle. I think the best one though is when him and Punisher were fighting the Hulk. Actually, if we were about to talk about supporting cast in the villain, we're about to talk about the supporting cast, and I think Frank Castle by far took it away.
I did like the cameos and.
Speaking of cameos, right quick.
Yeah.
The way they did Tombstone was terrible. I was so excited when they cast my man as Tombstone. I was like, that's perfect. He's the perfect Tombstone. He's gonna look like it. He already got the kind of like the skin tone, bleached the hair. He gonna look fire. That man was in that joint for 15 seconds. 15 seconds. I'm like, you did all of that. It was a whole press release. Everything.
Yeah, it was.
And for 15 seconds? Nah, you killing me, cuz. You could have not did that.
Yeah,
I was so angry.
You know what's funny? I know they did it to hype it up and give you and throw the fans off because everybody was trying to come up with the plot and everything else and stuff. I know that's what they did, just throw the fans off and everything. But they could have you could have just left that one out. You could have just never had told anybody and just let us be surprised when we saw it. I would have preferred that. I would have.
Yeah, you could have been surprised. I'm like, but the fact that you had him as a casting, all that stuff, and I was like, he wanted to be. I was thinking he was gonna be like the next level man before he fights to the big. I'm like, he's the one that's hiring Scorpion to do whatever. But it's somebody else hiring him.
Because there was no indication of who the villain was. Like every other Spider-Man movie, there was a clear indication of who the villain was, and it was a Spider-Man villain. This one didn't have a Spider-Man villain as the villain, as the main villain. That was the only flaw in this movie.
I wouldn't say it was a flaw.
It was a flaw.
I don't have that as
I do because in every other Spider-Man movie he had a Spider-Man villain in every other Spider-Man movie.
I don't think it was because he fought Spider-Man villains in there. Like he fought. It wasn't. He has such a strong history and a deep villain rogue gallery that it was not necessary for them to use the Department of Damage Control as your main villain or just all of a sudden inject Jean Grey into it and have her being the main conflict that he's dealing with. Like, no, it wasn't. I didn't like that. I did not agree. I thought they were gonna go Mr. Negative.
We all thought it was going to be a Spider-Man villain, like you keep bringing up Spider-Man villain.
I did. I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was Mr. Negative. I was wrong, but I wasn't like, oh man, I was wrong. This would have been way better. I was like, okay, you Jean Grey said she doesn't really understand all her powers. She just knows how to take over people. She can find her sister. I liked it because I like it when a bad guy isn't just being bad for no reason. Like she had a reason to do all the stuff she's doing. She was looking for her sister. Anybody who's looking for their sister, have a clue where it's at, they're going to do whatever it takes to go find that person. Nobody's just going to sit back like, man, I hope they come back. No, you go, especially if you got power, you're gonna go do it. I like when they have a emotional conflict because it brings more to the story. If you're just bad for bad, outside of like Mortal Kombat movies and all that stuff, when I just need enough dialogue to get me from scene to scene.
Yeah, but see, that's the thing. Spider-Man movies have never been like that.
Right, that's why I don't have a problem with this.
That's why
I don't have a problem with this.
I have a problem with it not being one of his main films.
Because
And they showed about what 4 or 5 of his regular villains.
But he fought a villain that he has problem with Scorpion. Now, just because at the time
they could have did more with Scorpion too.
Scorpion is nothing but muscle. Like Scorpion is a super hyped up henchman. To be honest with you, it's not like Scorpion's a master planner or anything like that. So I'm okay with that.
They could have did more.
You say, but I don't. Can we talk about the? Oh, we were talking about support cast. Then we got the villains. Now we got to that. So I like how they kept Spider-Man as a street, like he had a street level problem. He's a street level hero, and then when he went to somebody who is a street level, or she thinks he's above it,
Black
Widow,
Yelena,
she's like, look, we deal with more big picture problems.
Big Potato.
So this is something
Little Potato.
Yeah, I liked it. I loved it. Now I know you did because you don't like her. The fact that he went to her, which I don't understand. You got to tell people. You got to tell me why.
I don't. I thought they were going to use another street level hero for it or something like that, but it was fine that she was in there. It was a good cameo appearance up in there. It did a lot for the movie. It's always good to have something that nobody looks forward to and are familiar with, because ever since what was it? Iron Man 3.
You just won't let that go.
No, nobody lets that go. And they learned
fixed
from
their
it.
problems from the very next year.
And it's been done great. Everybody we're all in the same universe. Everybody should be intertwined and know about everybody else's stuff. And I'm happy they used her. It was good, because us not getting Tombstone the way we wanted Tombstone, and them showing her in there as a surprise, it worked out well.
I think my favorite person in the entire supporting cast though was Frank Castle.
I have to agree with that too. It was probably mine too.
He was just phenomenal.
It was mine.
And you can see, I love the speech he gave to Peter when he tried. Peter was like, "I'm just like you. I'm alone." He's like, "Boy, you lost." I'm paraphrasing. Like, have you lost your mind?
Yeah.
You think I chose this? Like I want to be like this? If I'd give all this up. I could just have one more second with the people I love breathing. Yeah. I was like, bro, yeah. You know how like it is. You know what it felt like when a suburban kid go to the hood. Like, I'm just like y'all. They're like, man, shut your dumb ass up. If you don't get back over there with the front, you think you want to be here?
You ain't nothing like us.
Right.
Yeah, Frank was a good bad combination that worked out. Good cop, bad cop kind of thing that worked out.
I don't think he was a bad cop at all. I honestly,
I think he was really. I think every chance he got, he was definitely trying to kill somebody. If Spider-Man,
that's what he
Spider-Man. I think Spider-Man, the movie would have been completely different if Spider-Man didn't stop him in the beginning from stopping that tank that rolled into the dang on damage control, and then it opened up everything else and everything.
No,
Frank would have stopped the tank before it ever got to damage control.
He would have stopped the tank, but that wouldn't have stopped Jean Grey.
No, she would have found a different way, but that opportunity that she had right there,
the movie
and getting Scorpion, because that stopped her from getting Scorpion right when he was being transferred, which was the better opportunity for her to get him and everything.
But I don't think that would have stopped her. Like eventually she would have gotten to Scorpion. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
she only needs to be 30. She only needs to be 33 feet away from one person, and then work her way from there. So she would have got Scorpion. So